Okay, let's go over homework 1.4a, number 1. Alright, so we want to find the domain and range of this function f of x, which is defined as square root of 6x minus 7. Right, so remember that whenever you have a square root, there's a rule that we have to make sure that the expression inside the square root must be non-negative. So in this case, 6x minus 7. So 6x minus 7, right, is non-negative. It must be non-negative, means that it has to be greater than or equal to 0. Right, then we just have to kind of solve for x. So we can isolate x by adding 7 to both sides. You get 6x is greater than or equal to positive 7. Then divide through by 6. So you get x is greater than or equal to 7 over 6. Alright, so we just have to write that in interval notation. So you're starting from 7, 6. So 7, 6, then up. And make sure to use the square bracket because there's equality here, so it's inclusive. Then everything above, so go to positive infinity and the parentheses. Alright. Alright, now we want to find the range, right? Then you can see that if you have square root of something, it's never negative. Then you also can see that when x equals 7, 6, and square root of 6 times 7, 6 minus 6 is going to give you 0, which means that it can be 0 but never negative, and it's going to actually take all the possible positive real numbers. And if you look at the graph of this function, you probably notice that it's going to look like this. Right, so here's the origin. Right, so you have a 7 over 6 is where the x-intercept is, so a little bit over 1, so maybe somewhere right here. So this is a 7, 6, right? Then graph of this function f, it's going to look kind of like this. Right, so this is y equals f of x. And it just keeps on getting larger and larger. So you can see that the lowest value this function can get is 0, then everything above. So it's going from 0 with a square bracket, then all the way to positive infinity. Right? So those are the domain and the range of the function f. Right? Hopefully this was clear.